Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the home team. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Cowboys head coach. This guy's hoping to get back to 500 with a win here. And opposing them on the home sideline, that is the head coach of the Dragons. These guys more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Keith Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in. Who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third and long for him here. It is cut left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons finish up an excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Simply put, There's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
That's caught for the first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now a give on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Back to the well again. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Takes the second down snap. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. The Dragons and their running back about to get back to work. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast start thing. He's out to just a yard. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Take him down at the 19-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd
and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. The Dragons getting their punter out there.
4th down.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. In a sure-handed play there in the rain, he brings in the fair catch without a problem. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They go play action on 1st down. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. All set now. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a give running right. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Number 81. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, Dallas.
Working now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. On the line for another 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll call his own number. Oh, the football's loose. And it looks like the defense has it.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists. Like, you can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But in the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in 2nd place. We've set it downs from 37. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives him a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
There's a
line.
dive up the middle. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
Back
up
to throw
second
now.
and 3.
All the way outside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
San Antonio, first down.
Now a toss play with Dobbins. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Kid, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead, but you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They'll run here on first down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
Air it out on 3rd. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the defense jumps on the loose ball. It's a turnover. And they'll return it for a touchdown. The Dragons grow their lead on the turnover.
This quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and lose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. We gave it away, and even worse, we watch them return it for 6.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dragons take a 3-possession lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
The 26-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Setting up to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The offense headed back to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. On target, tries to power through him, and the ball is loose! And the defense has it. Defense recovers. That's a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and then next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. In slant route, complete. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Back now, pressure coming. Has it in close. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons making a 24-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Lost control of another one. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. 2nd down pass play coming. Caught on the comeback route. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Escapes a defender. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Back out runs their offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll throw to begin this drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 50-yard.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running it again with Dobbins. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They gained 11 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They're throwing it. Has him running the comeback. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's now
And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. And this is the Commanders' quarterback. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Commanders improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is the Patriots running back. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And here's the Bengals running back. He's got the ball, he's got a head of steam, he has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Bengals get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Well, these guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
The defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Dragons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Hand off to the up back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means 1st down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, he picks up 9 on the play. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. He'll work against the blitz. He'll step up, and there he goes. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons push their lead further to start the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Looks away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going to try and throw it here. That'll be cut. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Scooped up by the defense. Not much at it after the recovery partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this group. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm having a little deja vu here, partner. We have seen this before. The offense headed out with a lead in this second half, thanks in large part to the turnovers generated by their defense.
Season after season, go ahead and look at the end of the year. The teams with the best turnover margin are typically the best teams in the league, and this team's making them pay yet again.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It is cut left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again.
41. Cowboys nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. As this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds the in round complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Sending him on the dime. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking in the air here. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
There's a dive up the middle. He dodged the tackle. And he's all the way across midfield down and inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Going with Dobbins here. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Handoff now out of the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left half. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing the fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
Run here from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We did not see much achievement today.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He'll air it out on 3rd. Caught quickly on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's third down.
Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Dragons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off now from the gun. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Pickup brings up second and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And following that run, looks like the back is in a little discomfort. Medical staff attending to him as we step aside. First and 10 from the 43. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 34-yard line.
Running for the marker on second. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Dragons close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down.
To the air on third and long. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Throwing from the gun. On target to Jackson. And this one doesn't go far. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.